Black Lightning, the Book of War, Liberation, and Season 3 review. It's your boy Dan Diddy.
Ambitious Ace.
So, Black Lightning. Episode started out with Gravedigger and Black Lightning fight.
Yeah.
I thought they actually had a pretty cool fight scene at the very beginning of the show.
That's cool.
Looked like Gravedigger, looked like Wayne Brady was doing some of his own stunts there.
Yeah, I think pretty much for the most part.
Yeah, I thought that was entertaining. I hate to get negative so fast, but it really bothered me that after he knocked Black Lightning down, he told his people to take Jennifer away, and then Black Lightning all of a sudden didn't realize his daughter was gone.
Yeah, that was pretty overlooked.
I was just like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't realize they dragged her away. He started drafting power. They kept fighting. I thought that was cool, though.
It was alright. I mean, a little anticlimactic. I really didn't feel like it built up that much for it to be that epic of a fight, but I get it. It's the stakes are risen, and everything like that. He's all souped up and everything. So
how did you feel about the reveal to him that he was his uncle?
They handled with what they had. It was
kind of come and go really fast.
Real fast. But I get it. We're on the last episode, so we got to deal with what we had. So for the most part, I think he handled it in the way his character would have took it.
Yeah. So after that, we see Gravedigger. They kind of left the fight. The fight just kind of ended.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny because the news reporter, she reported it, then they showed her get shot. I was just like, damn.
That was messed up.
Yeah, that was messed up.
I was just like, that's how you're gonna end her arc?
I don't think so. She might be back.
Oh, so that wasn't like shot cold dead, or
unless somebody kills Lazarus, I don't think anybody in the show is 100% dead.
I mean, but she's just a reporter.
She is.
I mean, I don't know if she was.
She might be a superhero, and she might be a villain or a hero in the comic.
Well, I don't know. That was just kind of shocking. I was just like, all right, well, bye.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, dang.
Yeah.
That was cold.
Real cold.
Yeah. So, and then we see Lady Eve talking to Odell.
Yeah.
About wanting back inside of, I can't remember what.
Seat at the table.
She wanted her seat back at the table. And he says she can have her seat back, but it's in Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
How were you feeling?
I was kind of mad.
Why?
Because I felt like it was just, we're part of the universe. Gotham.
They are, though.
I know. I get it. But that's the way you want to tie it in, I mean, it's cool. It's not that big of a deal, but it was just the way it was used. It was just like, oh, yeah, Gotham. So what way they intend to use this, revelation, plot device in more ways than the end of this episode is yet to be seen. But I don't know. We'll see what it can do. I mean, if they do go to Gotham or have some collaboration with Gotham, maybe it'll be cool to see a Batwoman kind of cameo. I don't know. But in terms of the story, because they didn't really interact in the Crisis event, so I don't know how they would make this make sense. Or is this just a one-off name call out just to let you know that, hey, this world is connected to this universe? So
I get some people saying, hey, they're connected. They wanted to remind you that they're connected. I don't like the girl that plays Batwoman as Batwoman. Like, she just kind of comes off as corny to me. They try to make her do this kind of hard-ass role. I'm not buying it. Don't watch the show. And this is just off the little bit I saw Crisis.
I mean,
because I was just like, man, she act too hardcore.
I mean, she kind of
be like Debo.
She kind of fits the role though, just because of what I've seen her in Orange the New Black. So I've seen her role on there. So she kind of fits that mannerism a bit. But once again, I haven't watched the show that much to gauge a full opinion. I'm just going off like what the pilot episode, one off episode that I just watched in Crisis. So I really will have to watch a full season.
I did not enjoy her in Crisis.
And I don't really plan to. It's not really on my docket to watch Batwoman at the moment.
When she was on Crisis.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I know I can't fully gauge her performance until I probably watch more than 2-3 episodes.
Well, screw Batwoman. So the Gotham line, I was kind of mad at that.
Yeah.
And then, she they ended up having a fight. I thought Lady Eve gave us a funny ass line where she's just like, "There's no way out." She's like, "I'm gone, bitch."
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, and then she called Lazarus and
Yeah.
told her basically that she was dead and where she was basically gonna be at.
Mm.
So I can't remember exactly how it happened, but I feel like we transitioned to them looking for uh, Jennifer and finding out where she was.
Yeah.
By the way, this whole episode, I was just like, where the hell is this at? Ain't they supposed to be like the next line of defense? I mean, don't get me wrong. We eventually found out where she was at.
Yeah.
Jefferson found out where she's at.
Don't forget the little
Geostorm.
talk that Jennifer and Gravedigger had about Martin Luther
Yeah,
King and all like that.
yeah.
What you think about that discussion?
I thought it was cool. I like China on this season a lot. Like she killed it. Like the more they've given her, the more she's killed it.
Yeah.
That's all I can say to China. She's done an amazing job
Most
this
stuff.
season.
Most stuff.
But so they had it was what Geostorm. I can't remember his name
I
right now.
think that's what they're supposed to call him. Did he say that
No,
name?
no. Not at all. I just can't remember his name on the show
It's
right now.
Geos. It's something with the Geo though, I believe, right?
I can't remember.
I forget.
I hair. Okay, that's his name.
Chill out.
No,
chill
I
out.
just can't remember. I just can't remember his name. I want to call
Brandon.
him Coogie. Oh, Brandon. There you go. His name is Brandon. Cause I just want to call him Coogie.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, Brandon went with him. They found you know Jennifer.
Yeah.
Kind of broke her out,
Mm-hmm.
and then they kind of try to come up with their final stand plan, I guess.
Yeah.
So they first of all, how did you feel about when they tried to go get the briefcase from Gamby? I know I'm jumping around, but
I mean, Gamby is a badass. At the end of the day, don't fuck with Gamby. That's all I can say. So when it comes to Gamby, we know what he's about. So that translates well to the story. Gamby is a badass. No doubt about it.
he's the biggest badass on the show.
Yeah, well, in more ways than one.
Shit, Khalil.
I'm talking about from a non-super standpoint, all right? We got a trained, seasoned agent here who knows how to get his way out of a situation.
Speaking of Khalil, how did you feel about when Painkiller walked up to all of those armed men?
First of all, y'all let my man do a full-on backflip, suspended in the air, and y'all didn't let off one bullet. I mean, it was a cool moment. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that camera trick was pretty cool.
It was pretty dope. But y'all stupid as hell to let him do all that. Unless it was supposed to be happening faster than the scene unfolded to us.
That sniper rifle he had looked like fire. It was fire.
Bruh, that looked like something straight out of Call of Duty, Destiny. I don't know what. It was pretty dope. But I really liked the scene. My man, what's his name? Jordan Calloway? Is that his name?
Yeah.
He's been killing it this season. I'm going to say it again. He's the best thing about this season.
Yeah.
And I love his portrayal with Khalil, for real, and Painkiller.
So after that, later on in the episode, we see he's perched up on top of a roof, about to snipe black lightning out of a roof, out of the sky with thunder.
Yeah.
And then
Lightning.
lightning.
Yeah.
And then he proceeds to start whooping his ass in his mind.
Yeah.
This scene was amazing. Yeah. This probably was the best part of the show.
Yes, it was the best part by far of the show. I felt like because my man was doing his own stunts and everything along with his stunt double, which was a little tad bit light skinned than him. I don't know, I'm nitpicking, but they was killing the stunts though.
It was Chris Brown.
But they were killing the stunts though. I really loved the whole the scene of the stage of the fight and everything like that. I thought it was very fitting for him as a character and just all the dialogue that they were having back and forth, and he just killing the role, man. He killed it.
The whole time I was sitting there watching, I'm like, this is amazing. He picked up the bow staff. I was just like, how many weapons did this dude train with in the summertime?
Yes.
Because he is a straight beast.
Man, give this man a show. I want to see him with a show.
He should be getting mad roles.
Give him a role.
I don't know what
man,
the hell is wrong with y'all. He need to pop up on an episode of Grownish and end up being somebody's boyfriend for an episode.
Man, skip Grownish. I want to see him do some action roles.
Yeah, he definitely. Get him out here. He should be the villain in the next Fast and Furious movie.
There you go. See, man, shout out.
So, just kind of to skip ahead a little bit, we get to a point where we find out where Nissa is. They find out, so they go. They're looking for Odell, or Gravedigger was looking for the Metas.
The Metas.
Meta.
Meta.
He was looking for the metas, and he finds out they're at an underground bunker.
Yeah.
Odell's just sitting in there chilling in his little secluded.
He don't care
cave.
about nothing right
really
now.
don't. He really didn't. So then Gravedigger gets kind of he makes his way downstairs. He gets confronted by Anissa and Grace, and then Grace gets turned against Anissa. How did you feel about that fight?
Predictable. I mean, listen, we knew it was going to happen. We knew that's why Grace was there and everything like that. The way it was executed was the typical way to go, so I can't really call it out as much because it's just like, Grace, stop, it's me. Da 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 da. We know that's going to happen, but you know, I mean, it was the thing that happened. What more can I say? It worked for the plot.
Yeah, it kind of did. Yeah. So on the outside, though, we see Black Lightning's about to land.
Yeah.
Then he's about to get shot, and then Henderson ends up shot.
Yeah.
That was really sad.
Yeah, it was sad. I also saw it coming.
Say that a minute after I was sad, I was just like, he's probably going to get brought back to life anyway, so there's no reason.
Well, the actor did say that was his last episode, and he's not returning next season. So maybe in season 5 he can come back. But not season 4.
Know that, man.
He's not coming back.
Some people just say that.
He's not coming back.
Some people just say that.
The lady Eve, then she said, "What if I can come back?" And what? She's back.
Because nobody dies in the DM.
But she kept it real. She was just like, "Who's saying I'm done with the show? I can come back." And Jill Scott ended up coming back.
People say
Henderson said, "I'm done with the show."
People say that.
It's
the only person that hasn't come back is what? Caitlin from Flash.
What do you mean?
The girl that he was not Caitlin. The girl he was dating that was a police officer for a little bit, and she ended up leaving.
Oh, she came back.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, for another episode.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, you talking about Barry's girl? The girl he was dating?
Yeah.
I could have sworn she came back.
She was like she was an agent just like him. Remember, she was one of
agent,
detective,
officer, detective. Well, yeah, I don't know. I ain't watched Flash in so long.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah,
but out of everybody, she's the only person that hasn't come back. So I highly doubt. I don't. My thing with
Reverse
these
Flash
shows,
just came back again too.
So we end up getting to a point where all the Pierces are inside of the building.
Yeah,
So we have Geostorm and Lightning.
Yes.
And then we have Black Lightning and Lynn.
You're right.
Who and then and we have Anissa that ran after Gravedigger.
Yeah.
But I don't think she ever found him. No, she did. She got her ass whooped, right?
No, she got her ass whipped by Grace. I thought.
Nah, remember he's like, you got to stick with the plan. Oh, she was to get the metas out.
Yeah,
that's where she went. So she went to help funnel the metas out, and then
she locked herself in there with the metas, right? Yeah.
So then we end up in a situation where Gravedigger's cornered on 3 sides, right? So he's got Black Lightning on one, he's got Geostorm and Lightning on one side, and he doesn't know, but Shotgun Lynn is on the other side, right? So before that, though, Shotgun Lynn, she was back. She walked down the hallway, looking to the side, stopped in frame of the camera, cocked the shotgun, and then went off to the left.
Back in business.
I was just like, that was
Come on, man. We love Shotgun Lynn.
I don't like Lynn at all.
We loved Shotgun Lynn in season 1. Yes, we
did.
Lynn
at all right now. All right, she's getting so whiny now. She's back popping green light. I'm not gonna use the term I used before, but she's back.
Yes.
All right, so they're fighting them. You know, first of all, I was just like, where the hell did the lava come from? From the lightning,
electricity and earth makes lava. It's science, bro.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
If you type in lightning and earth, it makes lava.
Anyway, I was.
It was a cool scene, though.
Oh, it looked cool for sure.
Yeah.
It just was like I just didn't understand the logic. And then Black Lightning proceeded to get his, behind whip, and then Lynn kind of came up behind, took the powers away from Gravedigger. Then the self-destruct thing hit 10 minutes. All of a sudden, it hit 5 minutes.
No, it hit 1 minute.
It hit 1 minute.
It went from 10 to 60 seconds.
Then 1 minute, and then they had a whole argument for 5 seconds to save him. They flew out, and then it immediately blew up. And then he lived. But we saw him laid out on the floor.
Hold on, you're going too far ahead.
Oh, okay, so then came the part of the episode that I really didn't like the most.
Mm-hmm.
They go to Gotham. Lynn gives this dissertation or whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
The Black Lightning speaks. Thunder's there. Lightning's there with Lynn. And then they all left together.
She's just part of the team. It's Team Black Lightning. No relation. He might look the same height as her husband, and that might be her daughters as well, but nobody's going to know.
I did miss something.
They're in
else.
Gotham.
I did miss
They're in
something else.
Gotham. They're not going to know.
Khalil caught Odell.
Yes. We cannot forget about that.
How did you feel about that?
That was perfect. Now, why I say that is perfect is because it goes along with his storyline for this whole season. It's been a battle between Khalil and Painkiller. And the way you resolve that is not by, like, splitting them, but joining them. And I think that's what Khalil did. It's just like, I'm not Painkiller, I'm Khalil. But in order to keep this person in check, I'm going to have to become
Let him come out and play.
a little bit, But, I mean, it's not like he did anything morally bad. He didn't kill him, but he disabled him.
He didn't do anything morally bad.
Odell.
We see where
Odell.
we
We're
see
talking
where-
about Odell.
we see where Ace's morality meter is.
Bruh, he didn't kill him. He said pop, pop.
He said he shot him in the spleen.
That's what Odell would have did. He
And-
would have did that to somebody. So
Hey.
tell me Khalil's bad for doing that.
I mean, I loved it, but Khalil, that was messed up. That was a villain move.
I don't think it was a villain move.
You saw Black Lightning's face. The Black Lightning face. that
I
he
don't
did.
think that was a bad move. I think that was like, look, I'm going to be the guy who do the things that you can't do.
If you say so.
That was like, I mean, that's just who he is. Black Lightning can't do that, but Khalil can.
So we saw Tobias in Markovia with the Russian hat.
Shout out to Crowdon, man.
Yo, he be killing it. You gotta love Crondon. I was actually kind of mad. I did miss something else too. Lala came.
Yeah, we had
That
the
argument between Thunder and his henchman. I don't know what his name was hilarious. He's like, man, I will light your ass up in here.
Yeah.
These bullets are designed for medicine. I like to see you try. I'm like, yo, you need to chill
Chill
out.
out, bro. I know
Chill
you
out,
got that
Anissa.
big ass gun and everything, but chill out, bro.
But when the way Lala walked up,
Bro, that gun, that deagle, whatever it is. And then the infamous head nod.
and then as you putting your gun away, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So Crondon ended the episode. I was happy to see that. I just want to say I love Crondon. Every time he's been on the screen this season, it's been hilarious.
Yes.
Every time he's been on the screen since the first episode,
He made the
he's been
most
amazing.
of his limited role this season.
Yes.
Most definitely. So shout out. So with the reveal that Gravedigger was still alive, what's your theory on that?
I was just like BS, and the reason why I said BS is because I feel like we have too many villains, and I feel like we're gonna run in.
But is he a
'cause
villain? Because he
now-
looked happy.
Now
He looked happy that the government was exposed. So maybe he's not a villain anymore. Now you got to pay
now
attention to that.
everybody knows who Black Lightning is,
No, they don't.
pretty much.
No, they don't.
Everybody in the cave.
He has a mask.
Oh, no, I'm talking
What
about
cave?
whatever.
What cave?
Gamey suit shop or whatever you want to call it.
They're going to make a new place of
Probably.
residence.
I'm pretty sure they will.
Yes.
It's gonna be bigger and more lights, more LEDs. But everybody down there knows his identity, man.
Right.
We're back to Flash and Arrow territory, where everybody knows the hero's
But
identity.
there's time to cut loose ends.
But no,
we
see,
don't need Brandon.
It's too
Jace
many,
is dead.
It's too many villains.
Or is she?
It's too many. It's too many heroes. Too many villains. And it'd be one thing if you can reach out to them once in a blue, so Geostorm will come in for an episode or two. But somebody has to die and stay dead. Because Lady Eve is an amazing villain. Tobias is an amazing villain. Lala is an amazing villain.
Is he a villain?
Well, he anti-hero. He's an amazing anti-hero. I don't feel like there's room for Gravedigger or anybody else.
Gravedigger is out the picture. I'm just going to throw that out there.
No.
He's
No,
out.
not. No, he's not.
He's satisfied that the government has been exposed. What reason would he have to come back?
Episode 100.
Shut up, man.
You know damn well how these episode 100s of the DC shows go, right?
Episode 100 of Arrow was nice. I liked it.
If you say so.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
So overall, man, how you feel about the season?
Are we giving it a number grade or a check? Dash X? What we gonna do?
We can give it a number.
Number? I give it a solid 6
Same number I was thinking.
because there was a lot of great things, especially with the actors and everything like that. Shout out to China, shout out to Jordan Calloway. I think those are the two outstanding actors of the season.
Crondon,
Oh, of course, Crondon. But he had a limited role this season.
Lala.
I feel like Lala didn't have that much to do, even though I felt like they didn't really
Lady
give him enough
Eve's
time to
assistant
shine.
that was running
Yeah.
her thing.
I'm talking about the main cast, okay? All right, okay. So the main cast, Crondon, Jordan Calloway, and China, okay? They really killed it this season. When it comes to the plot, y'all know my feelings about the plot. I've said it in the comments. It's just, the story has not been the same consistently since the first season, and wanting to get back to that level. But as far as the addition of characters and everything like that, I do think the show is getting a little bit crowded. But I'm always loving the addition of characters. But it's just on how you use them. Everybody don't got to be in the same plot.
It don't feel like Brandon needs to be on this many episodes.
Yeah, so
He
that's the
doesn't
thing.
feel that
I
important.
feel like they're setting him up for his whole father storyline next season. So we're probably going to get to find out who his father is and everything like that. And Jen is probably
He's
going to help him.
Gravedigger's cousin.
All right, chill. And other than that, though,
What if it's Gravedigger's cousin?
I feel chill out. I feel like the first half of the season, or should I even say the first book? The book where everybody, it started. The first, I guess, 6 episodes of the season was real strong, just because of the fact of ASA and the lockdown on Freeland. I felt like that was really interesting, and then the mid kind of seemed like it was going to take it in a good direction, but then it kind of fumbled in the end. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like the season started off very promising and everything like that, but it just lost its way towards the end.
If there were 3 things you can tell the directors and producers of the show, what would you tell them?
Please watch out for editing mistakes. I think when it comes down to the show, I mean that's my 3 things: editing, editing, editing. Um,
So that's all 3 things.
all 3 things, because that's when it really comes down to. I mean, we can talk about the plot and writing, but once again, it's an Arrowverse show. It's a CW show. I don't know what they can do better with the writing. But my thing is when it comes to the details of the scenes. I don't know if y'all remember me complaining about Anissa moving an invisible bush in the first or second episode. That really annoyed me. Certain things when it comes to just little things in the editing. I can't remember everything off the top of my head, but it's just a lot of details that it's just like, okay, we have to have consistency with the show. Yes, this is our only black superhero on the show, but that shouldn't make up for the direction of it. It should be clean. It should be professional. Don't miss no corners. Because there was a lot of scenes where we talked about in every review, like, why did they edit like this? Why did they act like that? And I just don't want to be nitpicking at that all the time.
They don't have a lot of time to turn the show around. I give it a 6 too. 6 sounds like a solid number, man.
Yeah.
There were some really cool aspects to the season. I'd say my favorite actors throughout the season was not Gravedigger, Painkiller,
Mhm.
as in and Khalil and Jordan Calloway. China killed Thunder, Jennifer the whole
Lightning.
season,
Lightning.
whichever one she is.
Lightning.
No disrespect, but China killed it
Yeah.
over and over again. Dope lines, funny, really entertaining. Love the
Yeah.
episode where she was trying to find herself with her acting multiple times.
Yes.
She killed it.
Yes.
Crondon, limited screen time, but killed it. Lala, same thing. And there were a whole bunch of side actors that I thought did amazing jobs. Lynn's character, please do something to her character. She is so annoying on this show, and I felt like as for as much as I love Nafisa on the show, it felt like she kind of took a back seat for a lot of the season, even though she did have like strong arcs at times.
In the beginning, she did. She
With-
had a
yeah,
real
with the
strong arc in the
Purdy,
beginning.
She had some stuff with the Purdy. She had a lot of stuff with Grace.
Well, just
trying
as
to
the
find
what was
Grace.
her the Thunderbird, the Blackbird.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Blackbird stuff.
yeah.
But even still, I just didn't feel like she made an impact on the season for me.
Okay.
And I really didn't like. It's like Black Lightning. It's his show, but he was just there for me. I was always looking for what Khalil was gonna do, what China was gonna do, or Jennifer was gonna do, what Krondon or Tobias was gonna do.
Yeah.
Like I was always like, man, what are they doing? Because they were always the
Yeah.
most entertaining part of the show. And if I said three things, like they've been doing a great job writing Tobias. They really have, and they did a great job writing Lady Eve in season one. And this season, they did an okay job with Lady Eve. But I just really want them to focus on making the villains do more wretched, grimy things. Like Tobias was doing some foul stuff in season one. I mean, come on, man. He pulled Khalil's spine out. We need that type of ruthlessness back. We need to hate these people.
Yeah.
And I don't hate Tobias.
Yeah.
I want to see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Even if he's shooting somebody in the face, it's just like, damn. They probably deserved it. He probably knew better than me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he'll hit him with a quote afterwards. Like, you women are so damn difficult. You know what I'm saying? And he hit him with the quote, and you just
it's
like,
a character.
He's killing it.
Yeah.
And same thing with Khalil. Keep doing what you're doing with Khalil.
Yeah.
He's 100% on point. You got to do something with Leno. And I get Black Lightning has to have an arc, but it can't be this annoying Lynn thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's going to be that, just let them get a divorce. I know you don't want to do that. You don't want to show black people on TV getting a divorce because that's just some stereotypical stuff.
Yeah.
But, hey, they just did it on Blackish. Why not?
They did do it on Blackish. You're right.
Yeah.
But they showed how they can get back together, too.
But the editing is, I get it. Y'all don't got a lot of time to turn the show around. Y'all got to turn it in quick. But
I don't think that's an excuse.
Stop. Don't use all your villains at the same time. Like, if they have an arc, they have an arc. Don't force it. You only got 16 episodes. Don't write no filler. This ain't Flash because you got 24 episodes. You got to write a whole bunch of filler where all of a sudden the plot ain't even an issue. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay away from the Arrowverse because you're doing fine without it.
I got one more thing since I said to say editing. I want to get back to we got the family value of the show. We got the superhero aspect of the show as well. But I'm missing the Freeland kind of value. I mean, I guess you could say that was.
I think that's gonna be heavy in the next season.
I guess you can say that was used here with the resistance and everything, but I want more of like the school feeling back. I don't know if he can get his job back as a principal anymore, anything like that. But I wanted that, like, I felt like he was a father, Black Lightning, and a teacher, and I felt that was an important dynamic to the show because we didn't really have a show touching on the community aspects of certain things. And I really missed that aspect of the show. I don't know if that's asking too much, but I think that would be a welcome, a plot back to the addition to the plot.
Is that it, man?
That's it.
All right, man. We enjoy watching this season of Black Lightning, even though we did have some things to say about it. I mean, you have to critique. You have to give positive critique where it's necessary. Keep it real. You got to keep it real.
Keep it real.
We like Black Lightning. We're going to continue to watch it. Hopefully it's back next season.
Oh, it's back?
I mean, they had to halt production.
Oh, man, so it might come back later.
Yeah, they had to halt production.
Yeah.
So, because of that thing that we can't say on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching, man. I guess the next show we're reviewing is Power.
We might find something else.
Agents of Shield or something.
We'll find something.
Unless somebody release something early or something.
Stay tuned.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.